Hey guys, title of this YouTube video is why 90% of traders lose money and how to be the 10%. Most traders lose money not because of they're dumb or some people are smarter than others. It's because they trade like gamblers. I've been there chasing nice premiums or chasing a new all-time high or trying to make all your money on chasing green candles and buying calls or selling calls. And I thought I was different. And today I'll break down 5 real reasons why 90% lose and how to think like the 10% who win. Most traders don't really have a real system. You gotta have a system. You gotta have a set of rules of what you do and write them out for sure. Write them out, the step by step on what you do and follow it and continuously follow it. Then rather than buy because it feels right and then sell because you're scared, or you sell call right at the money and then just trying to make money and you end up getting the share and then and the stock goes down 5%, you're down a lot of money, It's not good. The 10% has rules, entries, exits, risk defines before they even click buy, or even if you have options to that options that you're selling, or options that you're even buying. Like, some things I do is I write all my trades on a whiteboard. I'll go erase my board and write all my trades on the whiteboard. I'll be like, hey, I have this much in this stock. I am selling these puts. I am selling these. I have these. I have these leaps. I have this. And go over, like, if you have a different strategy, if you have a more swing trading or day trading strategy, then figure out your setups, your entries, your exits, and your risk. Same thing with selling options or selling or in options general. You have a setup, you have an entry, and you have an exit, and then you have risk to calculate. It doesn't switch up. Whatever trading style you have, it's the same step by step. You just have it for different. It's like playing basketball. That's how I explain. That's how I like to say it. I was sweating at the gym, guys. So, but it's like playing basketball or like a different style of fighting and martial arts. So everybody, a good martial artist or a good basketball player, all has to train a specific way. They all have to drink water, eat, train, and rest. Same thing. You have to set up, entry, exit, risk. Same thing. And we'll all play basketball differently. Well, we all do martial arts differently. But at the end of the day, the people that play this sort of stuff. So if you're a basketball player, we all play in a different style, and that's all that style is your different trading style as well. So somebody might shoot, like shoot basketballs good. Somebody might be a post player. Same thing, somebody might be a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, or somebody might be a wrestler, somebody might be a boxer. But at the end of the day, trading is an art. You fuse all these different things that you learned and then create into one thing. But everybody has the same rules: the setup, the entry, the exit, and the risk. Over leveraging is a crucial one. Sometimes you can't over leverage yourself. Leverage makes you rich fast or broke faster. Most new traders like it trade like it's Vegas, all in one play. So it's all in or nothing, like they're like all in. You prefer, and this is where like good traders and great traders and bad traders, all this is the difference is your mindset and thinking. How you leverage your money is always going to be the difference between you being a good, great, and a bad trader. For example, I only have a rule that you only risk 2% on my account per trade. That could be sounds boring, but boring traders last. Like they're the people that are boring and they keep doing the same things over and over again. Those are the people that are going to be in the market for a long time. You know, if let's say you could put the same example for selling options, like let's say if you're like, hey, I like the 40% delta, 50% delta. I'm trying to like get like right there, make as much money as possible. I don't think it's gonna go down to my strike price. Then you end up, you could end up losing money. You could end up getting the shares. It goes down 20%. Like, you're down 20% of your money. Just trying to make what, 10% of your money instead of taking 5 and 5 and 5 and 5 every single month. And then, 12 months later, you got 60%. No emotional control, fear, greed. I've always talked about fear and greed, but fear and greed destroys more accounts than bad setups. One green trade and they think you're the best, and one red trade and you start panic selling. Like, again, you have to humble yourself when you're everything's hitting and all the things are going good. Then you have to humble yourself. You have to be like, this is time to think. I got to think on how to make sure that I don't lose in certain aspects. And that's when you just have to be more patient. Emotional control pays more than technical skill. No journaling or reflection. You got to reflect. You got to journal. I record myself on each trade, on the reason why I trade that particular way. Like, I have recordings for myself that I record each individual trade. So the sell options, and I go over myself why I sold them at that strike price. I did this. What does the account look like? What can the account look like in a month from now? And then this also goes into what I wanted to talk about. Why do I have this earnings calendar? Make sure you do your homework, bro. Don't sell options or sell calls or make sure that your strategy, some strategies are based on earnings because of that, that volatility. But like, make sure you're doing your homework and you're not being retarded and selling options or selling options in earnings. That's a good way to like lose a lot of money. You have to you have to do your homework, be informed. When is earnings for your companies? When are they going to speak? Write it in your calendar. Write it in your calendar. I have a rule that I don't trade. So let's say if this is I think it'd be better if I show you a calendar. Let's say, okay, let's say 17th is the trading day for my company. The 7th, my bad. The 7th is my earnings day for my company. I won't have options the 31st. So the only time I would have been able to have options is the 24th of October. Again, I always like to leave 1 week before my earnings day just for cushions. So let's say if I have no puts or nothing in this particular time period, I will wait those 2 weeks. I have no problem waiting, sitting on your hands, and just relax, do your homework, make sure that the earnings is a good earnings. And then after earnings, a couple days later, adjust, read, inform yourself fundamentally, and then create the next action. But don't trade into catastrophic events that could inflict your account. Like, make sure that earnings earnings is a major one. Then you have like interest rates. You have interest rates. You have any honestly any meeting that about different things. It could be tariffs or different things that could move the stock individually up or down. I would try to make sure that you have those dates known and noted, and because you want to sell these calls and you want to sell these puts or you want to sell options in general when the market doesn't move, because then you just want that theta decay to just eat away and put money in your pocket. That's really how you make money, is that theta decay putting money in your pocket. And the last but not least, 10% is mine. The 10% mine. The top 10% don't want to get rich quick. They try to get better every day. They treat trading like a business. Once you do this, when you treat trading like a business, is when you truly will get successful. And I even have to say to myself, all these things is me telling myself. This YouTube channel is me telling myself these things so I can make sure I know when I go back to and watch my videos to make sure that I'm not doing these things and I can help myself do it. I am no better than you. You are no better. I'm no better than nobody. I I just wanted to get that pointed out. We're all equal. Nobody's better here. All the same level. But you got to treat trading like a business. The moment I started thinking that way, my results flipped. And, it's growing slowly is a lot better than volatile losses and increases and go up and down. Like, and if you just slowly, again, 5% a day, 5% a month, 5% a month. Next thing you know, boom, 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 and you go up and up and up. And those are the 5 key things that I want to let you know, as well as make sure that you're doing your homework, doing earnings, and making sure you know when earnings and catastrophic events, as well as making sure and do your history. Like, you know how in the stock market, the people say these are red months, these are green months. The same thing that you should do with your stock. If my company beats earnings, it tends to go up. If my company beats earnings, it tends to go down. And it does that constantly. So now I need to know, so when it beats earnings, it tends to go down. So whenever earnings are here, it tends to go down. And you'd be surprised, some stocks do that. SoFi, for example, tends to do that. Whenever earnings come, the stock tends to go down. And I just wanted to say that for example because earnings was today for SoFi. But yeah, that's one of the things that I wanted to let you guys go with. So the 5 reasons was no system, over leveraging, no emotional control, no journaling or reflection, and chasing hypes. Chasing hypes. And yeah, like the 5% will follow the noise, the TikTok signals, the Reddit hypes, the YouTube pumps, and the 10% is following data, patience, and probability. And you just have to be a calm, like trade calm and relax, peaceful, listen to your music and just relax. Get in the groove and do your research and do your homework and treat it like a business, honestly. I'm gonna let you guys go. If you guys liked what you guys were learning, please subscribe. If you want to learn to trade smarter, not harder, subscribe. The next video, I'll probably post pretty soon, and hopefully you guys like it. Please look if you guys are interested in the content I make, I have a Instagram that I post about content like this, and as well as Discord that has a lot of resources and and a lot of different things like my strategy and other different strategies as well as different trading resources. So please look at that. If you guys have any questions, please leave a comment. And all right, you guys have a good one. Bye bye.